and then G. You know what I mean? Yep, I think so. Hi, I'm Cecilia, or My Fading Skin, because my collagen is slowly fading, and that's okay. It really is. And we are in end of July, so I am recording my July favorites, and I've noticed that these type of videos are turning out to be my favorites that you guys like so far. So I always look forward to recording these, and I have a lot of goodies that I used in July. You'll probably start to recognize a few. I had a little bit of skin irritation that was due to a medical procedure, so I had some products that I'm going to share. I have shared before, most of them I think, that was really good at bringing my skin back in just 6 to 7 days, and that was amazing. You know, when you have those trusted products that you can just trust, I have some of those treasures in here I wanted to share with you. I have also, all the other weeks I was still trying new products to share with you guys, so I have some new goodies as well to share. So where shall we start? I feel like July wasn't as hot as June. Whilst I'm recording this, it's still a hot day, but it has been more on and off, so it's been quite changing in the temperature. I don't know what it's been like where you are, but I feel like in London it's been a little bit like that. Today it's still very hot, so I am still finding ways to cool myself down. Okay, I am going to start with some goodies, and I have a couple of cleansers this month. I have a cleansing balm and quite an interesting one. I have a washable cold cream, which is kind of like a normal cream cleanser. Anyways, let's start with this is a cleansing balm from MYBLEND, and I've been wanting to try this one for a really long time. If you have tried anything from MYBLEND, it is not cheap, it's very luxury, but it also feels luxury. And sometimes, and it's not like ridiculous luxury, but sometimes when you're paying a lot of money, you also want to feel like you're getting the worth. And you definitely do that with this formula, and also just the feel of it. Like this one it's quite like a heavy bottle. And I don't know if you can hear that, but hopefully my microphone is picking it up. It's in ceramics, and I love that. I love when brands pay such attention to the packaging, so that, you know, it just feels nice, and you want to keep these afterwards as well. So let's go in. I'm gonna go in on this camera, and can I get some points for recording my close-ups in the right way today? I'm doing it in landscape. And let's open this up and show you guys the texture. So this is sort of like a firm one. It doesn't slide all over. I'm just going to take a little bit on here and put on my skin. And it's a really soft balm. Let's look at what ingredients are here. So this one has coconut oil, shea butter, so it's very slidey and nice. It has castor oil. It has capric triglyceride, that's an emollient, sunflower seed wax, and I think those are the standout ones that they are saying on their website. But look at how this one, it kind of goes from a creamy into then breaking down with an oil and sort of like a light cream to oil, and it's just so smooth. Like, I love how sophisticated this feels. It is giving skincare, cleansing ritual, spa ritual. Possibly one of my favorite cleansing balms. I'm going to go that far, absolutely. And I'm just going to clean up my hand. I now have my setup where I have like everything is working for me. So very much, if you're looking for a bit of if you like having your cleansing ritual, especially in the evening, as a little bit of a calming down ritual, and you want to spoil yourself and you want to go a little bit luxury, this one from MYBLEND is the one that I would choose. So then I have a cleanser. This is a cream cleanser, and this one was recommended by Artemisia, and whenever she shares new products that I haven't tried, I get so curious because I know that she picks so great. So I bought this one, and this one is a Japanese brand called CHIFURE, I think, but it's a washable cold cream, and I was very curious and I bought it, and of course she was right. It's great. So let's go in on this one as well to show you guys. So it's a washable cold cream, and this one you can use it either just this one, or I've also used it as a double cleanse. This one has mineral oils in it, and it has Vaseline in it, and another thing I can't say, cetyl hexanoate. Maybe in a year's time I'm great at saying these long ones, you know what I mean? But if we go into the exciting part, which is the texture, you can see this is creamy, and it's a big little box of it as well. It's 300 grams, so that means that you can, you can be quite generous with this one. And this one also, you see how creamy that one is? It gives that really, what should I say, velvety. You know, when you have a cream cleanser and it just feels really velvety, that's what this one is like. So again, and I have, sometimes with my double cleansing, I've used both of these. So I used this one and the MYBLEND one. Now that is sort of like my ultimate spoilage at the moment. Okay, I used the most messy products first, but that's okay, now we're done with that. But very, very good new cleansers, and I haven't shared any of those before. So then we're up to the toner step, and I have 3 products to kind of share with you today, and we are starting with a favorite, which is the I'm From Mugwort essence. I've just been obsessed with using this essence this summer. You know, when you just find an essence or a toner and your skin just say yes, please, more of that. That's what this one has been like for me. So you can see the beautiful, beautiful mugwort essence. That's really the hero ingredient in this product. And let's go in and show you the texture. This is very, very lightweight, if you can see. Nice and runny, it's got a bit of a bounce to it, and it just feels immediately soothing and calming on the skin. Absolutely love that one. If you're one of those people that have sensitive skin, or even you've been out in the sun and your skin is red, this one calms down that redness so beautifully. And as a second way to use this one is the mask. Sometimes I'll put this one on and I'll put this one over, or if I'm using another toner, I'll then go in with this sheet mask, leave that on for 20 minutes maybe, and it just helps go into the skin even more. Of course, if you leave it in the fridge and it's cold, it just cools you down as well, feels even better. So it says 93% of the content is the mugwort in this one. Now I have seen on some of I'm From's latest releases that they're changing this packaging, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Has anyone tried the new packaging? Someone told me that they're changing the type of mugwort as well, which could be quite risky because we all love this one. Or it could be great, maybe it's even better, but that's a bit of a risk to take. So, and I kind of like that we can see this texture. It speaks to me. So I'm probably going to have to try the new packaging and the new version as well, and then I'll tell you which one I prefer. But yeah, risky games I'm from, but let's see. I'm not going to judge it yet. Let's give them a chance. Then toner pads. We know that we like some toner pads, and this month I wanted to recommend the BRINGGREEN Artemisia toner pad. Again, it's Mugwort. It's a team like Mugwort and Heartleaf and Sika has been my friend this whole summer. And let's go in close. So this one is from Olive Young's own brand, BRINGGREEN. It's called the Artemisia Calming Toner Pads. These ones also kind of smell quite good. So if we look at this texture, they have a bit of a pattern on them, which I very, very much enjoy. So let's bring up one of these, show you guys close. You can see it's a little bit of texture, and that just makes them stay on the skin. So even if you try to like shake it off, it sits quite nicely on there. It's sort of like it's not too thin, not too thick, so it has a nice little feel. It smells kind of fresh, it smells kind of summer. And they are also a little stretchy. We love that, when you can kind of stretch them a little bit. So this one has the Artemisia and also ceramides in there. So that's another nice little friend of to combine in with the mugwort. So love these ones, and I think they're quite affordable as well. Then this is a newbie, and this is a new release in July, and this is the C4 Hydrating Milky Toner from Niche Beauty Lab, and this is part of their Transparent Lab line. This is new. They have not had toners before, and they released 2 toners. They released one, it's a very lightly exfoliating toner, so that one is nice. This one was my favorite. Milky toners, you know, can't go wrong with that. So this one has, and actually this one has it on the bottle, so you can see it has peptides, a peptide ceramide complex, 4% of that. It has 3% sodium PCA and 3% panthenol. So this is going to be nicely soothing and calming, and all the things we want the milky toners to do. So hydrating, soothing, all those good things. Don't keep you in suspense for the texture that I know you're going to want to see. And let's see. Ooh, love that for us. Do you know what I mean? So it's milky, but look how lightweight and milky it is. So you kind of get that milky feel, but it just soothes and immediately goes into the skin. This is very elegant, and I love the bottle as well. It's not too big. This is 130 milliliter, so you still get quite a bit, but it's not like massive like this one. How much is this one? Oh, 150, so 130, 150, not too bad. But if we're looking at the price point, this one is quite expensive for a Korean product, around over £30, I think. You can often get it on sale, and of course I have codes on multiple K-beauty sites. This one though is around a tenner, I think maybe like £9, so it's so affordable, and I have a 10% off on this one as well. So this one, if you like milky toners and you want to soothe your skin, I can really recommend you try that one. I know many of my people on YouTube and Instagram love a milky toner. All right, the next one is an eye cream, and it's new and it's gorgeous. So if you are into eye creams, and I am, you're gonna love this one. This one is also from MYBLEND. I'm gonna go in closer in a little bit, don't you worry. This is called the Revitalizing Eye Care Concentrate. It's a multitasker, it's creamy, it's luxurious, it's lovely, and multitasking. Peptides is the main ingredients in here. There are more, but there's a peptide complex in here that is helping to deal with all those fine lines, wrinkles, and just making it look like smooth and lovely and youthful, shall one say. And what do we have in here? So there's the peptide complex. It has caffeine in it, so that is also going to help deal with puffiness and oat sugars. So that's, yeah, hydrating and calming. It also says it's provide tightening and smoothing. Okay, didn't know oat did that, but oat sugars may be different. So love that. Let's go in close. And you can see this also has that ceramic packaging, so it feels nice and heavy in the hand. It's got a little pump, so love that. And it comes out in this nice little elegant squeeze, and look at how lightweight and elegant that creaminess. And again, it feels like velvet. This is sort of a thing that MYBLEND has with all of their texture. They feel so elegant and velvety and silky. And most of them have a scent. I'm actually not sure what that scent is, but it is across the line. It just smells, oh, gorgeous. So if you're looking for a way to spoil your under eye, and I also use it on the eyelid, this one is a good one. So last time I went a bit overload with the serum, so I've only got 2 for you today. I thought, you know, let me include some other stuff. And one is a newbie. I have shared it in, I think, last video I did, and one is an absolute holy grail. Remember I talked about those skin reactions that I had? This is one of the products that was really helping me with that, which is the Ceramide treatment from Niche Beauty Lab. This is from their Ceramide line. So this one has ceramides in it. It has ectoin and cica, which is such a lovely blend. Let's go in and look at this one. The color of the packaging, it just makes you want to reach for it. It's so gorgeous. And the texture for mature skin, there we go. For mature skin that are very often sort of like dry, we want a little bit of richness, and look at that. So it has sort of like a creamy but very lightweight velvety texture to it. I put a lot on, so but it does absorb in very nicely. It feels smooth and calming on the skin, so good for barrier care. I don't know how many of these I've emptied. It's a lot. Yeah, at least 3, I think. I just opened one up the other day because I had one in my empties as well for July. So I'm on a new bottle. And then the next serum is the Liquid Peptides serum from MEDIHEAL. So this is quite a new-ish release. I think it released in springtime. Loving this one as well. So let's dive in. And I love the packaging here because a lot of the MEDIHEAL products are white, but I kind of like that some of these are darker. I don't know why exactly they're darker. Maybe they're more like active, who knows. But it's got Matrixo 3000 in there, which is a peptide complex that is very well known for promoting collagen and elastin production. So that is exactly what I want for my menopausal and mature skin. It also has different kinds of weights of hyaluronic acid, so that's some nice soothing, hydration going in there, and it's got carnosine as well, which is another, it's an antioxidant. So let me show you what I mean with the elegant creamy texture again. Oh, and it's almost like a little stringy. And it's funny how, like, if this was a K-beauty product, you would see brands kind of like, say, having influencers just do this a lot. Like, MEDIHEAL doesn't need to do this. You know, it sells itself, and they are really just pushing it on the ingredients and what the ingredients does. So no gimmicks needed, but oh my goodness, this one is so smooth and velvety and silky to put on. I love that in a serum. I think a lot of us mature skin people who have very dry skin as well, we like these kind of creamy but lightweight textures in our serum, because both of these are sort of creaminess to it but still very lightweight. But yeah, I think as soon as you get over a certain age, you kind of love those, because it also, typically it brings hydration as well. So it feels good. So love that. And then I actually need to cool myself down a little bit. I did that a lot, but I actually have a device that I also wanted to show you. And I'm not sure if I'm putting a link on this, maybe I will, but this is a new fan. Last time I had just another fan, but it seemed like all the cool girls were at work was wearing or buying one of these, and I just picked it up from Amazon. But it is a sort of like in a fan with an ice plate. Let me just go in and show. Can you see like this metal plate thing that it has? So you turn it on kind of here, and then there is an ice button there, and then the metal template becomes very cold. So allow me to demonstrate. I'm just going to go there. I'm going to click on the cold one. The light is like green when it's cold, and you just do this. And like it's really nice and cool, and you can even do sort of like just tap it lightly like this, because this plate is ice cold, and it's reminds me a little bit of the facial that I had with MYBLEND last month, which was kind of like a cryo. Let me just turn this off because it's probably very loud on camera. Like one of those cryo treatments where you just ice your skin to tighten the pores. It feels a little bit like that. Obviously not as good as in the facial, but just when you're sitting on the tube, and I do this when I go into work and you're sweating and there's like 10,000 people in there, just to have this one and then just be able to dab a little bit, even like on the neck with super cold icing, and then the cold air, oh, perfect. And it costs like 15 to 20 pounds, I think. So worth it. Might put an Amazon link in there, but because this one is much better than the fan I had last time. Now, let's go to moisturizers, and I have 3 to share with you. I think I've actually shared most of these before, but you know, I gotta have some consistency in my routine, and especially as I mentioned, when I've had skin sensitivities, I like to go in with products that I can trust. Yeah, sometimes some products are my favorites month after month after month. So I'm gonna start with one of my favorite peptide creams at the moment, and this one, this is from Milky Skin Science, and I love this one at the moment because it's so lightweight. So it's great for summer, even going into, you know, we're going to start going into autumn. So good with the texture. So this one is good for again for wrinkles, lifting, brightening, all the wrinkle bits. I wanted to show you the texture that I'm talking about. So Look at that. Nice, gorgeous, very lightweight cream. So this, oh, you can see how nicely this absorbs. This one works nicely for both evening and daytime. And believe me, what I'm noticing, this is the kind of brand that has also very elegant textures, kind of similar to what I talked about with MYBLEND. So yeah, that is my first recommendation for moisturizer. And then we have, oh, another summer cream, which is the PARNELL capsule cream, which is based on heart leaf and panthenol. And this one has little capsules in it. So this one I've been loving for summer. It's quite lightweight, so I think it works for all skin types. For me, it works nicely under sunscreen. Not super lightweight, so for us dry skin people, we can still use it. So look at that lovely green color there. So this one is all about soothing and moisturizing. It does have some vitamin C and niacinamide and BUNTING in here, so there's also some nice actives. But really it's centella and the heart leaf and panthenol which are the big players in here. Now let me show you the texture, which is probably one of the reasons why I love it. I don't know if you can see the light green color here, but I always seem to be drawn to these light green colors, maybe because most of those creams are very soothing. So look at that creaminess, another cream that feels gorgeous and velvety and so smooth. I've got so many layers on here, this is taking a little bit more time to absorb. Let me show you on the other hand that doesn't have any product. So you can see that one pulls in much quicker, and you can see I did say there were capsules in there, but you can't see them. They explode right away when you start working with it. I tend to, when I apply this cream, I tend to kind of put a little bit in my hand like this, and then I kind of go like this, and then pat, 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 and then g. You know what I mean? Yep, I think so. I didn't bring a drink with me today, and I'm so thirsty. Shall I take a break? Yes, I should. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I think I just drank like half a bottle of water. I'm so silly. I just didn't bring a drink because I was like, hey, silly, this is gonna be quick, and then it takes forever. But hey, you're here with me. You're feeling me, right? And I do have this thing. Let's do this again. Also, it goes up to, now it's super loud, but so good. Okay, I am watered and fanned. Okay. Then, oh, perfect. We're going to go to my, I keep looking down here because this is where I have all my information about my products. So yeah, now I'm gonna go to one of my holy grails. You will have heard about this one before, but this one really saved my skin this time. And this is a jumbo size though of the Dr. Sam Flawless Moisturizer Intense. This is the first jumbo size I have, and that is a good idea. Usually it comes in, I don't know what this one is. Hold on, what is the, oh, 100 milliliters. Usually it comes in 50 milliliters, I think. So if you haven't used it before and you want to try it out, it actually comes in 3 different sizes. It comes in a travel size, and then the normal size of 50 ml, and then now they have jumbo. I love that, 100 milliliter. So if you know you love this one, get the jumbo one. This is the one that I always pull out when my skin is reacting in any kind of way. Yeah, lifesaver. To summarize, one word. Okay, I want to tell you what's in this because I know many of you are very savvy with what's in it and you don't just want to trust my word when I say it's good and it heals the skin. I want to tell you why. So we're going to look at this beautiful packaging. So it has sunflower shoot extract, it has centella and madecassoside, it has ectoin, it has glycerin, squalane, panthenol, and ceramides. Now, those are some of the ones that I wanted to point out. All of those so good for skin healing. And this one is rich, you guys. So this one is going to, this one means business. It means serious business. There we go. Ooh. It's a lovely texture. It's nice and rich, not like too rich. It does absorb very nicely. I tend to use it for PM because of its richness. I use it all year around, and yeah, whenever my skin is in need of some healing. Absolutely love this one. So if you need an SOS healer, this is the one that I always recommend first to people. Okay, then we're kind of getting towards the end. I have 2 sunscreens this time. That's quite exciting. And the week before this, I had a whole video on sunscreens. And I have these 2, both Korean, of course. So which one are we starting with? Let's see, we are starting with MEDIHEAL, says my script. And I tested this one this month. And who was it? Was it Sue Beauty that said this one was good? And then, you know, I'm like, okay, let me try it. And yeah, definitely this one is good. It is lightweight. It's in that, and I think both of these are quite similar in the consistency. Both of them are in the sort of like sun serums category, very lightweight. Last year it was the Dr. Circle Sun Serum that became one of my favorite because of how lightweight it was. And this year so many more brands are coming out with similar textures to that, including these 2. And so this MEDIHEAL one, so again, it's all about the calming and the protecting, and both of these are about that. I love that in a sunscreen, that it kind of, whilst the sun, you got the sun on your skin, is heating it up, it's, you know, making it aggravated and all things like that. And then both of these are going to counteract that, so it's going to balance it out. It also says that this one is sweat proof. I haven't actually tested that one yet, but I might test that today because I'm going out and I will be sweating, so maybe I'll post in a story. So we are close in. This one has madecassoside, panthenol and allantoin in it. Let me show you the texture. You can see it comes in this little squeezable tube. Super lightweight. Lovely. And then on me there's no white cast on this. It hasn't been irritating in any way, so this one was a big hit immediately for me. So definitely one to recommend if you're looking for a new sunscreen, this summer. And then the beta-glucan barrier sunscreen from IUNIK. Really lovely. Now I love the cream, the moisturiser in this as well, so I kind of knew I would like it, and this is similar. Again, it's super lightweight, so 50 plus on both of these, of course, and PA 4 pluses on both of them. So let me see, let me just show you the lovely packaging. I'll show you on this hand. You can see it's got a very similar texture to it, super lightweight, and it just goes straight in. Very, very nice. This one has beta glucan. It's got peptide infused with aging shield peptide, which contains argireline, goldrella peptide, and ginseng extract. So I like that this one has ginseng in it. I think I love you a little bit more. Oh, maybe I'll wear this one today. I love product with ginseng in it. There seems to be ginseng containing products seems to be really good for balancing my skin and sort of protecting. So I like that. So maybe this one just became my favorite of the two. But highly, they're very similar. They're very similar. So if you have a preference on brand, go with that one. If not, go with any of them. But yeah, I think this one is the one that I'm going to wear today, actually. Although I do need to test if this one is sweat-proof. Do you know what I do sometimes? I do like a half this face and half that face. Then if you do that, you know you're a skincare influencer or tester. So I might do that today and then compare and then see. And the final product I have for you is not skincare. It is a little bit of extra goodness for the body and the tummy, and it also has collagen in there, so it's good for the skin as well. This is multi vitamins. It's called the 107 Beauty Aronia Vinegar. So it's like a jelly vinegar stick. So I wanted to see what was in here. So it's got aged vinegar. Now, 107 uses their aged vinegar in quite a few of their products. In this jelly stick, it's absolutely yummy, and I'm going to show you how it looks as well. It's got low molecular collagen, so you kind of get your collagen hit, and it's got hyaluronic acid in there as well. So this is good for kind of gut health, for hair, nails, skin, all of the things. So you can see here. And I've just torn off the edge, and you can kind of see the jelliness of this one. This is a nice little like daily treat. And I have some of these at the office, I have some of these in my bag, keep them in the fridge, carry them with me for the day, and I have like one either in the morning or in the afternoon, and it's just a lovely, lovely snack. It tastes really good as well. So I usually order like 8 boxes at a time, and I tend to order directly at 107. But they're also now available in more places, which is good because they're yummy. So. And they taste so good. You just squeeze it up and then you have some more. I'll finish eating this later. But absolutely gorgeous, and that finishes all my favorites for July. What do you think? Tempted? Do you have some of these already? Do you share some of my favorites? Are there any that you would like to try out? Let me know in the comments below. You know I love to talk about products there. I also love when you guys are recommending me products that I need to try. That's also lovely. So also do that. So I think that this is going to bring us into August. I think when I post this, we'll have just entered August, which is crazy. Like, where did the time go? And yeah, I think that will be a month of, again, trying a lot of new products for me. It will be still using the summer types of textures, but let's see where we end up in August. This was it for July, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. I would love it if you would like this video, if you did enjoy it. And if you haven't followed me yet, I would love it if you do that too. If you click the notification bell, you will get notified with any videos that I do post. I post my main video every Sunday, and then I try to post a couple of shorts in the week. If you have anything specific that you want me to include in those shorts, do let me know in the comments below, and then I might just create one just for you that I will share with everyone. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys enjoyed in July and how your month was. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye.